Is everybody dumping silver? I was surfing YouTube the other day, as I'm prone to do when I have a little downtime, and to be quite honest, that hasn't been very often lately. But I did find this video where the content creator boldly stated that folks aren't holding silver, and his LCS owner chimed in to corroborate it by saying he's seeing more selling than buying. Wow. Now, is this a local anomaly, or is it happening everywhere? Well, I can't account for everywhere, but I did talk to 4 local coin shops here in North Carolina, and I'm going to tell you what they had to say about that. That's coming at you next, so make sure you stay tuned. YouTube, how the heck are you? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Now, before I get rolling, I'd like to thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to check out the new video. And of course, as always, for the amazing support. You guys did it. You have pushed this channel over 4,000 subs. Who'd have guessed it? It doesn't mean a whole lot to the big channels here on YouTube, but to me it means everything. And 4,000 is just, it's a good number. It's a great number to hit, and could not have done it without you guys supporting the channel. So please know it's humbly appreciated. And I've said it before, and I'm going to keep on saying it. It's the best damn community on YouTube. Really, I mean, without a doubt, right? Now today we're going to talk about this idea that more folks are selling off their silver rather than buying it. But before I roll it, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things I picked up this week. First is a 1930 standing lib quarter. Kind of hard to get a good view on it, but she's in pretty good shape. And this is one of my favorite reverses of all time. Love it. These are tough to come across with the dates. Even if you have one with the dates showing, that's usually an accomplishment for these. But my LCS gave it to me for making an intro video for his new YouTube channel. So that was his way of thanking me. It was far too kind, really, but it was awesome. So if you're watching, Lou, thank you. Next up, I picked up a few of these Ghana alien rounds from Scottsdale Mint. Beautiful. These are gorgeous. These have been around for a minute, so I'm sure you've seen them already. But what a great job on these. Scottsdale knocked these out of the park, and they do come with a little bit of a premium. Just a little bit, because they're limited to 25,000. So, yeah, I'm happy to pick up a few of those. I picked up more 1-ounce acai. I'm filling the box up again. This is a Vortex silver bar from Scottsdale. How cool is this thing? It's a really nice bar. I love this one. And again, it's called the Vortex. From the little, you can see the effect there, the shimmering effect. Very cool. Good job from Scottsdale. And picked up another Germania 10-ounce, a little SD Bullion 5-ounce. So it's been a good week. It's actually been a good week. But let's go ahead and roll this thing and talk about who's selling silver and who's not buying anymore.
Well, we're waiting.
All right, so in this video I was watching, a local coin shop dealer says everyone's getting out of their silver. They're selling it. And this is taking place over the last couple of months. He's seen a lot more people selling rather than buying. And he gave some of the following reasons, some of which could be valid, but others don't really have a good vibe to them. Number one, they might be moving and don't want to carry it with them. What? I mean, I know silver is heavy, I get it, but 1,000 ounces of silver weighs in it, I think 68.5 pounds. So I think most of us out there, I don't think a whole lot of folks who are stacking are above 1,000. I would have to say that's probably above normal. There's a bunch of people that are 1,000 and above, a bunch, but I don't think that's the average mean. So you're looking at 68.5 pounds or less. His second reason, at an 83-to-1 GSR, people are trading in silver to downsize. Well, if you get too heavy in silver, it's always a good idea to maybe trade up in gold, but that's not the greatest GSR for trading in. I think I'd hold out for a better one, a better ratio. Number 3, they got in during the short squeeze on silver and couldn't hold it. This I can kind of understand. I mean, let's face reality. They FOMO'd. They freaking FOMO'd. And now they're just pissed off about it. It is what it is. We talk about this all the time on YouTube. All the time. FOMO never leads to anything good. Just leads to a bunch of hurt feelings and selling at a loss. Now, just a note, when he said people were selling over the last couple of months, he said the time frame just doesn't jive, because silver in the last 2 months was in the low 20s. Spot price was in the low 20s for most of those 2 months that he's referring to. Now, I can't speak for others, but if they recently brought in on a DCA of, say, I don't know, let's average it $29 an ounce. Might be a little high. But do you really think they're rushing to sell their silver over the last 2 months when spot was almost at its lowest point of the year? I mean, come on. That's just the definition of insanity. Now, there could be a bunch of reasons that cause a silver stacker to sell his supply, but I'm guessing they're far more plausible than the ones that this LCS gave. For example, hey, look, let's face it, guys. Times are tough. They are. We all know this. A lot of folks are struggling with inflation and just an overblown cost of living in general. Everything's going up, not down. And if there's a struggle to pay bills, well, hey, sometimes you just have to liquidate what you can to keep your head above water. Family comes first. It always will. And metals come last. But another reason could be that folks may have bought into silver before they were ready to commit to that long-term hold that typically comes with it. We all know that. If you've been stacking for any amount of time, you know that silver is not a get-rich-quick. It's not turn it for a profit. We don't short it like stocks and make money on it. That's not what silver's for. It never was. It's not what it's for. And I'm not going to repeat it. I seem to go through it every video, but so many folks just don't understand. They just don't understand the true nature of silver. It's not a vehicle for turning a profit overnight. It never was. It just isn't going to be. Now, the problem with these folks is they've seen the poor price movement this year, and they just figured, hell, it's better to just get out rather than hang in there for years to come. They can't do it. So after kind of soaking all of this video in, it gave me an idea. Why not touch base with 4 local coin shops across North Carolina and get their input on whether they're seeing more selling or buying? Now, bear in mind that wherever this coin shop is in this guy's video, it could very well be accurate that there's more selling than buying. I'm not discounting that at all. It could very well be the story at that particular location. But I don't think that's the norm here across the United States. I don't. And I at least wanted to add a small sample size by talking to some North Carolina dealers around the state. And guess what? They all had the very same answer, and it was this. Hardly anyone is walking through their doors to sell their silver. I mean, they've had to count on their online dealers to deliver the goods, or they've bought in bulk on eBay just to keep their stock intact. So again, small sample size, but it does go to show that where one area may be struggling with selling off silver, another one might not. Now, doing a video with a catchy headline and no sample size at all of what's going on around their state probably isn't the most accurate example to give. I mean, it's just like me asking 4 dealers across the state of North Carolina. It's just too small a sample size to make a true determination. So we're going to go with this. In some areas of the country, it's very safe to say that scenarios like selling off silver do exist. But it's more likely at this point in time that those situations are in the minority and not the majority. Just an opinion. All right. There you have it. So how are things going at your coin shops? Do you guys interact to the point where you talk about stuff like this? Or is it just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Give me my damn silver. Personally, I love talking shop with my main LCS here in Raleigh because he's a fantastic, knowledgeable guy. And we have a lot of laughs. We do. We have a good time. But anyway, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know if maybe you've seen more selling than buying in your area. Let's add to that sample size if we can, right? I do have a blast going through the comments, and I try to respond to each one. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. If you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, you already know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.